Am I okay? Do I look okay, Kakarot? The most painful thing is that you've gotten stronger, while I've remained the same.
I too have the power of a god.
Hello, my name is Ace King, and I have not done a video in a while on YouTube, or really anything related to Call of Duty. Haven't really been enjoying Call of Duty over probably the last two iterations of Call of Duty, Black Ops 3 and AW. And I did have some fun on AW, I'm not gonna lie. I really haven't enjoyed Black Ops 3. I think I went into Black Ops 3 thinking it was gonna be Black Ops 2, which is one of my favorites. And it wasn't. I didn't really like the specialist. There were some problems with like party, matching and etc. and game audio and fucking blue screen and some of the same fucking problems that we had on Black Ops 2. On the PlayStation side, anyways. I mean, back on the PlayStation 3, we have what we would call the helicopter noises, blue screen. And I know, and for anybody, they just keep reusing the same damn engine. So a lot of these problems that they have that they've just never really fixed. I mean, look at Black Ops 3. It's taken 9-10 months to patch some things that were broken at the beginning of the game. And that's pretty sad. But also didn't really, I had a clan that didn't really work out and kind of had to go on my separate way. Now, Call of Duty in a whole, I've been playing it for a long time. Met some wonderful people along the way, had to let some people go, had fun, many nights laughing, crying, angry, Call of Duty gives you all of those emotions. But I was able to play Black Ops 3. I put, a couple of, days into it or whatnot. Not as, much as previous Call of Duties. Because I just didn't really enjoy it. I just thought it was so random. Specialists made it random. It was like a free kill streak if you ran like War Machine. And I just didn't like that. I kind of feel like the skill level was dropping. And a lot of people say the skill level started to drop with AW. I kind of disagree. I think it started with Black Ops 2 with the tracker sights. And I felt like AW required some skill. And it made your thumbs get a workout. And you did have to track your enemy, and yes, there was some silly stuff in that, but compared to this beta here, and well, really, this isn't even a beta, this is a demo at this point. This game's gone gold, this is what they're selling. So, this game has been plagued, I mean plagued with issue after issue after issue. Now, I don't know how it's running on Xbox One, haven't really paid any attention, haven't asked anybody that has played it on Xbox One. But I know on PlayStation when it launched, it was like 5 hours before you play a game. And then you'd have to back out after you played a game and go to research for another lobby, and it was just awful. On top of it, today is Saturday, and they raised the level cap to 35. They added Infected, I think is what it is, or Infection, whatever that game mode is. I tried to play it, but it was broken. It didn't make any sense at all. It's like completely broken. And there's a lot of lagging, a lot of issues, and they claim that they had put on some dedicated servers, is what they say. Now, in all fairness, I have reached the level cap. I have put in some time in the beta because I don't feel like I could give a real honest, opinion without putting in the time. I feel like that, be kind of, just jumping on a bandwagon and lighting Call of Duty on fire and kicking it down the hill. But I will say, this has probably been the most painful thing I've ever had to do. Hit that level 35 was just, it was awful. I didn't enjoy it. I haven't had any fun playing the beta. It's just been more frustrating, and this game is just so out of balance. Like, this is the worst Call of Duty ever. You have hit detection issues, which that baffles me because the time to kill is short, and it was in Ghost, but in Ghost at least the hit detection was good. I will say that whether you love the game, you hate the game, the hit detection was good. Then when AW came out, I think everybody had the biggest problem with them introducing variants and pay to win, la la la, I understand. But again, that's optional. But they claim we would have salvage. The salvage rate, I think, from what I understand, was tripled or doubled, and you barely earn the shit. Now, the rare supply drops, you're getting like 13 fucking salvage, and it costs like almost 2,000 to get the last variant. And you have to buy every variant in between. So, if you get the middle one, but you don't have the 200 salvage variant, you can't buy the fourth one. If you have the third one, you have to buy the first one and then continue forward. So, at the rate that you're earning salvage, and I think they increased the keys, it doesn't make any fucking sense at all. They're putting you in a box to have to buy the weapons, and these weapons are fucking retardedly OP. You got sniper variants with infinite hold breath. You miss a shot, returns ammo. You got, if you get a double headshot, it fucking reloads your gun automatically. You don't have to do anything. You can just keep fucking sitting there shooting away. You've got guns that allow you to regain health with each fucking kill. You've got guns that, no matter how far away the enemy is, they have no reduced damage at range. So literally, if it's a 3-shot kill, you can 3-shot them across the map, to where the regular variant might be 5 to 6 bullets across the map. And to me, that's like so fucking just way, way, way out of balance. The rigs were already out of balance, in my opinion. They have 3 traits. Some traits are really OP. Some of the rigs, in my opinion, are OP, like the Warfighter. I think he's OP. The little robot with the Gatling guns that I'm running with right now. Like, those things, the Racer, like, those are OP. The Riot Shield thing's kind of cheesy. I think it's like called the Steel Dragon. That's kind of cheesy. It's easy to get around. The Sniper guy, he's got an auto aim if you lock in on him, but he's kind of easy to get away from too. It's sad that you can quick scope, or as some people like to call it, queer scoping. You know, back in the days, I've been playing this so long. You can quick scope with a regular sniper, but with the specialist, you just have to pull the trigger and hope you hit him, and it like tacks them to the wall. But you can't really quick scope with the specialist, so it makes no fucking sense to me. I played with every one of these guys. The Black Hole guy, didn't really care much for him. I don't think he's that OP. I think that's an actual good rig for like a situational, you know, like team type thing. But what actually scares me is I've watched a lot of the pro scene play this game. I've seen them on Twitch. I've seen them on, you know, like YouTube stream this. And most of the pro players that play this, you know, for a living, the COD XP, the $1 million, $2 million tournament, a lot of them are saying that this game is not going to work for competitive. So a lot of people used to blame pro players for, you know, kind of shaping COD the way it was going. That's not really the case. These developers aren't listening to anyone. They're just throwing shit in the game and hoping that it'll sell. And they're not really fixing the back end problems. They have a lot of issues on the back end. We didn't want variants, they brought variants. Why did they bring variants? Well, if you buy these fucking keys, you'll get, you know, an advantage if you're gonna buy this game. You know, you can get health and instead of sitting there having to play 4 fucking days just to unlock a middle class variant with salvage, and play, you know, 20 hours to get enough to buy a fucking regular rare. Because I mean, at the rate being, I think they say it's triple right now just for the beta, and then they're going to reduce it back to what it was, because when it launched the first weekend on the PS4, it was god awful. The traits don't really need to be in the game. I know Warfighter, the one I run, it allows me to damn fucking pick up a lethal and a tactical every time I kill somebody and run over their body. So I can just keep refilling my grenades. Grenades are OP as shit in this game. You got a spider grenade, a fucking cluster grenade, a plasma grenade, a black hole grenade. It's so far away from what Call of Duty used to be. It's not Call of Duty. I don't even know what the hell you'd call this. Destiny / Call of... Not Destiny, Halo, Titanfall. I don't even know what the hell you call you. This is called Mutt. That's what we'll call it. It's a mixed breed of every fucking thing. They tried to emulate Black Ops 3 movement, and now I didn't really like Black Ops 3 movement. I played Titanfall in the past, and I thought that they had a very fluid, smooth movement system, and I wasn't a fan of Black Ops. I didn't think it was very fluid or good. It's a decent movement system, and it, hands down, in my opinion, is better than this movement. Spawns. Spawns in this are fucking awful. Maps are fucking awful. And everybody's saying that across the board, but it's the truth. I don't, you know, they're fucking terrible. I think the one, I don't know the name of the maps, but the one with the barn that I was just playing a minute ago, I think that's the best map out of all of them. Terminal looks like just shit. It's disorienting. It's very dark, and they've changed certain aspects of Terminal, so it's not like Terminal. I don't like the maps. They're chaotic as hell. The game modes that they introduced. They literally introduced Defender, which is basically you get the uplink ball and you hold it, and it's kind of like, what is that? It's it was a game mode like in Halo. So they basically kind of ripped that off of Halo, and then they added this thing, Frontline, and I don't understand why in the fuck they couldn't come up with a better name than that. It makes me think of that shit you put on your dog to keep fleas from biting them. But they added this shit Frontline where literally it's about spawn trapping. The one thing that people bitched about many years ago back in the Modern Warfare times, oh, spawn trap, fix it. So now they just bring it back, and they're like, here's a fucking game mode. If you go on the enemy's base, you light up and shit. You've got, you know, it's just so much wrong with this game, man. You've got traits that allow you to see if somebody's looking at you. You can be across the map, but if they glance in your direction, your screen lights up yellow. It's unbalanced, man. This is literally the worst thing I think I've ever played. Score streaks in this game are ass. I got the Thor here. I am actually trying to aim up higher. I can't. And I can't control the plane or the satellite or whatever the fuck this thing is supposed to be. Space station, I don't fucking know. I can't control its left to right movement, up and down movement. You're put in a circle, kind of like the AC-130, only the AC-130 was a lot better. And you focus on aiming and shooting. I get the second highest, you know, this, I can't remember what the hell this little fucking thing is called, but it's the same thing as Wally from Black Ops 3, the thing that kind of drives around and shoots and has rockets on it. This thing, you have to be pretty precise with your shots. I got it like 2 or 3 times, and it really isn't that powerful either. I mean, I think right here, I hit this guy like 4 times, and I just sprayed back there in the corner hoping he'd come there, and I finally got a kill with it. So the kill streaks are pretty terrible in this game. The maps are terrible. The spawns are terrible. The rigs are terrible. The weapons are awful in my opinion. I'm sorry, that's just the truth of it. There's nothing really exciting about this, and you can tell that they're trying to just get you to buy it. That's why they gave like 5 friend beta codes to give out, and so on and so on and so on. It's been plagued with issues. They literally put classic weapons in there just to try and drive up sales. That's the only reason why classic weapons are in there. They're gonna probably do a lot of cosmetic shit, I guess, with your gun. Like maybe, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused on why the level cap was raised to 35. I couldn't even use that shotgun. I couldn't use the other grenade. I put them on, and it allowed me to select them, but I couldn't use them. As a matter of fact, I want to say the second or third, the mech or merc or whatever the hell it is, I've got his reactive armor and his shockwave. It allowed me to equip it, but when I go in the lobby, it doesn't do anything. It's equipped, and I know that it's supposed to be level locked. I'm not supposed to use it. But it's so broken, man. This game is broken. Now, I do want to commend, I seen Drifter and Prestigious Key. The reason why I was going to do this is because usually big YouTubers don't speak up. Their livelihood kind of counts on this. But I'm going to give them kudos and props. They both basically came out right and admitted that this game had a lot of flaws. And that, yeah, they were, you know, they're friends with developers, but they're just not enjoying this game. And now it'll be kind of time to see where the T. Martins, the Alliés, and them go, because they have a huge influence on the younger audience and if they're going to buy this game. I personally, 100%, even though I love, you know, the whole remastered thing, I wouldn't even buy this fucking game for that. If I even had this shit pre-ordered, I would fucking straight ass out cancel it. There's too many other good games out there. You got Gears, you got Battlefield, you got fucking... There's so much out there that you could be playing and enjoying. You got Titanfall. I think it drops like the 26th or something like that. And Call of Duty knows that they're in trouble. That's why the beta released a day early. I know on PS4. I'm not sure if it did on Xbox. That's because fucking Battlefield came out and they wanted to take your attention off that. You got quick scoping. It's back after they said it wouldn't be back. I mean, this is, again, man, my opinion, this gets like a 3 out of 10. I would have gave Black Ops, and I didn't enjoy it. That's a 7, 7.5 out of 10. I think if I'm going to play Call of Duty, it'll be Black Ops for another year, unless they release, you know, Modern Warfare Remastered on its own. Then I might play that. But that's sad. More people are looking to the Remastered and wanting to play that, and already literally hate this game. And it's not a hard game to play, man. I mean, this game and the game before this, I mean, if you play it slow and you take your time, you can go 20 and 30 and 1 or 0 or whatever. It's really just about, you know, your play style and how you're going to play it, man. I don't know. The camos look like shit. I think they look like kids melted crayons on the guns. They look plasticky and fake. I just didn't enjoy this, man. I'm Ace. I recommend not buying it. 3 out of 10. It's awful. I am out.
Because your database doesn't cover the battles we had in space. Your bonehead creator picked a fine chapter to omit from your memory banks. That's right, my friend. Let me ask you, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?